Hi gang, this is John McCririck and I want to welcome you to episode 20, 10 and 10 makes 20, episode 20 of the Ask Big Mac show. Now before I get started, and I say this every single time, but make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. There it is, YouTube channel. Subscribe to that. And okay, Booby, let's get on with the show. The first question, and Booby, for once, make it an interesting question. So what have you got to say there?
Question 1 from Kip on Twitter, who asks, if you could take 3 people, alive or dead, to live with you on a desert island, who would you choose and why?
Well, I'm not into necrophilia, Kip, so I wouldn't be a dead person. So I'll take the alive ones. Obviously, the number one will be Kate Winslet. I think she is fantastic, Kate Winslet. Absolutely anything a man could want in a woman. She's got intelligence, she's bright, she's feisty, fantastic girl. You dream of Kate Winslet. And of course, when she was in the Titanic, and that portrait, they were painting the picture of her in the Titanic, I'm surprised the ship ever sunk because she had so much ballast on her. Anyway, we'll leave that aside. I'll go along. Kate Winslet would be number 1. And number 2, I think Serena Williams, the tennis player. Isn't she fantastic? That body of Serena Williams. Oh, you can absolutely. Well, she is absolutely fantastic. So Serena Williams, I'll definitely take her along, and she could I'll play tennis and a few other games with Serena Williams. That really would be, and she'd love being with me and Kate Winslet on a desert island. And the third person, I hate to say it because she's here now, but the booby. Got to have the booby. Somebody's got to do all the cooking there and the washing up and cleaning my panties and all on this desert island. So take the booby along to look after us all. We'll have the booby there, and I can lust after and maybe do a few more things with Kate Winslet and Serena Williams. What a quartet on the desert island. Fantastic. Get me the boat. I'm going for the desert island. Serena, Kate, booby, you're coming too.
I'm not going to row, am I?
Go on. Question number 2.
Question 2 from Kevin Newlove on Facebook, who asks, are on-course bookies just Betfair agents? I walk up and down all day long and their prices never vary. I don't believe any of them could run a book without machines.
Kevin, you're absolutely right that the market has changed so much. Remember in the old days when I was doing in the betting ring in Channel 4, and used to be a failed bookmaker and failed floorman and failed tic-tac and that kind of thing there. It used to be the bookmakers, I gave like the magic sign. That was a sign for Ladbrokes, the magic sign. The reason was as soon as Ladbrokes were going in for a price, other bookmakers shortened it and all that sort of thing. Now that's all gone. The machines dominated. Betdaq and Betfair absolutely dominate what's happening on the racecourse. No bookmaker dares to go a bigger price than is available on Betfair and Betdaq, so they can always lay off, and so punters are taking under the odds and they know it. So it has decimated the value of the racecourse market. There's no professional top punter, winning punter, bets regularly, or if at all, with the bookmakers on the racecourse. The machines have taken over. It's the choice for the punters, but I deplore it for the lack of the colour. I deplore the lack of the tic-tacs that have gone from the racecourse. Why? Because of the machines and everything called Facebook. I don't know what that is, or whatever these things are that people use, and they can sort of transmit their information so quickly compared to the old tic-tacs. It's a different world. There's no doubt the bookmakers are dominated now by the exchanges. Punters, it helps the punters because the exchange prices are better. So in some ways it prevents what used to happen in the past. And bookmakers, the cartel of them used to not get together, but they all acted in unison very often to the detriment of the punters. But in the end, yes, the racecourse market is so different. It'll never be the same again. There's a thing called the internet going around them. I don't know what it is, but there is a thing called the internet, and it affects a few people. I don't know what happens. Booby, I've got to get on. What is this thing, the internet? And somebody actually said to me the other day, they saw something online. What on earth are they talking about online? Next question, Booby. No more of this. No more technical stuff. Too difficult, that one.
As you are online, you should know.
Oh, Booby, did you hear that? Did you hint of teaching me a lesson? I can do without that from you, Booby. You're on the desert island with me, remember that?
I might have escaped.
Yeah.
Question 3, Peter Hilley on Facebook asks, are grade 2 races bad value for the punter?
Well, once again, it's the question. The value of the punters, each race is different, and you look to them to find the prices. You could say that, but the horse in Grade 2, of course, they want to go up. They're often very small fields. They're largely uncompetitive, so on that basis, yes is the answer. But there are individual cases, and once again, you haven't got to bet every race. Most punters don't, of course. You don't have to bet every race. Pick and choose. There will be some value in Grade 2 races, but generally, you would say, yes, there's not much value in small fields in the Grade 2s. So that answers a real technical question. Get me online, booby. I want to go online. Right, that's it. So we've learnt our internet and all that kind of business. God, I'll be able to tic-tac and do all these machines and everything. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's the one up there. And keep sending in your questions on Twitter @RealMcCririck and Facebook /RealMcCririck by adding the hashtag AskBigMac. And if I didn't answer your question this week, and there were great questions this week, great fun, Kate Winslet, Serena Williams and the Booby, absolutely terrific stuff, it might be next week. So I'll, meanwhile, preparing all those three to come with me on the desert island. I can swim as well.